a cinema shogun here, and ladies and gentlemen, what if I told you that this missing Titanic sub was in somehow, some way connected to UFOs? No, I am not suggesting that this sub encountered an underwater UFO. No, I do not think that UFOs are responsible for the disappearance of this sub. But what if I were to tell you that one of the people on board this vessel was actually one of, if not the richest man in Pakistan? What if I told you that he had some deep connections to the royal family? What if I told you that he had connections to the health sector and big pharmaceutical companies? And what if, just what if, I told you that by some wild coincidence, he sat on a board of trustees that searches for evidence of extraterrestrial intelligence? That would be really wild, right? Well, you know, we've been talking a lot about aliens and UFOs on this channel, but over the past couple of days, we've been really focused on this missing sub. So these two types of news stories dominating the headlines, it really made me think. And you know, the way my mind is set up, and because of it, this all started when I did research into the Titanic, because it turns out there's a lot of theories behind why the Titanic actually sunk. But one thing I've learned over time, that often these unexplained, mysterious plane crashes, boat crashes, disappearances, they're often linked to some really powerful people that some people may just want to disappear. There's a lot of unexplained weird mysteries behind some of the most famous plane crashes, disappearances of planes and ships, you name it. So automatically when I heard this story, the first thing I thought was, who was on board, and would anyone have a motive as to why they would want to get rid of these people? Because if it's one thing I've learned, it's really hard to get rich, but somehow these people who get rich, they find some very mysterious ways to die pretty often. And I'm not saying that this is a big conspiracy. I'm just saying that it happens a lot. So that's where my mind automatically went. So knowing that UFOs are dominating the headlines, and I've been talking about UFOs, and looking in this Titanic story, I was just wondering, is there any loose connection here at all between UFOs and this? And bam, it was right there. Now we know of 3 of the people who were on board this sub, but now we have learned of the other 2 crew members. And I want to bring you all just a tidbit of information about them, because it definitely makes me raise my eyebrows. One of Pakistan's richest businessmen and his son were among the missing crew on the missing Titanic sub. One of Pakistan's wealthiest men, who has ties to King Charles, is confirmed to be among the 5 aboard the Titanic-bound submersible that vanished on Sunday. Shahzada Dawood, 48, and his son Solomon Dawood, 19, are 2 of the paying tourists who embarked on the 12,500-foot dive to view the famous shipwreck on Ocean Gate Expedition sub, the Titan, 370 miles off the coast of Newfoundland, Canada. We are very grateful for the concern being shown by our colleagues and friends, and would like to request everyone to pray for their safety while granting the family privacy at this time, the DeWood family wrote in a statement to the outlet. The family is well looked after and are praying to Allah for the safe return of their family members. The Titanic-bound submersible was reported missing on Sunday night after it failed to return to the Canadian research ship it had launched from earlier that morning. That ship, the Polar Prince, reported losing contact with the sub about an hour and 45 minutes after submerging, and has been unable to reestablish communication since. The DeWood family is among the richest in Pakistan, with their fortune stemming from DeWood Hercules Corporation Limited, a public investment holding company that focuses on agriculture, industries, and the health sector. Shahzada is vice chairman of one of its subsidiary companies, Ingro Corporation, according to his LinkedIn. The businessman, whose family has strong ties to the UK, also sits as a board member for the Global Advisory Board for Prince Charles Charity, Prince's Trust International, and on the board of trustees for the California-based SETI Institute that searches for evidence of extraterrestrial intelligence and UFOs. So once again, let me reiterate before people start running wild with theories. I am not here to tell you that there's some big conspiracy behind what's going on right now. You know, it's very likely that this is all just a big accident, but I'll keep it real. I am here to tell you that this has all the makings of a conspiracy, knowing that this is one of Pakistan's richest men, one of the richest men in a particular country. That right there automatically makes you start wondering, and then connections to the royal family and things of that nature. If you're a conspiracy theorist, you're probably running up the walls right now because, oh my God, of course they'd be connected to the royal family. And then you take it one step further. And this is the part that really makes me feel kind of weird here, is because over the past couple of weeks, I don't know if you all have been paying attention. We definitely have over here on this channel. There has been a whistleblower that has come forward with top secret information about UFOs, claiming that the government has this secret operation where they recover fallen spacecraft and that they have alien bodies and spaceships and you name it. So this is not a conspiracy. This is actually happening right now. This whistleblower has been leaking all of this information, and he claims there are a lot of other people who have information and that there are other high-ranking individuals who have given him information. And recently he claimed that he thinks the government will go so far as to kill people if they think they will leak information about UFOs. I don't know if his claims are true or not, but they are being taken really seriously. So I do find it very freaky and weird that a week or so after these claims surface, and while UFOs are dominating the headlines across mainstream media, independent media, and you name it, now, all of a sudden, this guy who sits on a board of trustees that searches for extraterrestrial life, all of a sudden he's died in a tragic accident. But not just that. It seems as if he's the last person we heard about. We were hearing about other people yesterday. I had all of the names of everyone else yesterday, but now today, it's like the last couple of members of this crew, now we're finding out about them. Now, once again, I'm not saying there's anything to this. I'm just saying it's weird. And sometimes, if you look, you shall find. And I was just kind of curious, like UFOs, missing Titanic. let's just look into it. And it kind of blew my mind that it was just bam, right there in front of me. So yeah, I just find this to be another interesting and weird tidbit of information. Also, the fact that he's connected to the health sector. There's a lot of stuff going on over there as well. So all I'm saying here is that more than likely this is just one big accident, a tragic accident. But if you were trying to connect dots, I would start here. Let me know your thoughts, though, down in the comments below. While you're down there, hit the thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell, and hopefully I'll be talking to you all in the next video.